Hello friends, Tiger Coward here. Today my three amigos and I began a short 4-day moto camping tour with the intent of seeing the colors of upstate New York. We are heading to the Adirondack Mountains and will visit places like Cranberry Lake, Saranac Lake, and Lake Placid. Muzzy was at my place by 8:30 this morning and it was a fresh 9 degrees as we left. We enjoyed the fall colors on our local roads before hitting the slab to our first stop, the Niagara Gateway Centre in Grimsby.
Like an outlaw on the run, my judgment still to come. These long dark nights are getting bleak and the delta winds really sink their teeth in a shootout with no gun. My back to the setting sun. Even if it kills me, I'm gonna find a way out of here. Even if it kills me and my faith is turning into fear. Even if it kills me. Windswept hills, Arizona plains, I worship at the altar of a parlor game. This burden weighs a ton. Always thought that I'd die young. Hearing the echoes drifting through the air, absent of hope, full of despair. This burden weighs a ton.
We were pleasantly surprised by the ride through the best half of the Golden Horseshoe. This was likely the smoothest ride we've ever had through the GTA and on the QEW. Allowing motorcycles to ride in the diamond lanes has changed the journey on big highways in Ontario. In Grimsby, WT met us and we were soon crossing the border into the States. We crossed at the Queenston-LLewiston Bridge and it was a bright, sunshiny 20 degrees. Unfortunately, when living in southern Ontario, it always feels like the first and last day of any trip is just a commute. This includes northwestern New York State, which I always find dull and boring. For this trip, we decided to take New York State Highway 104. This route runs the width of the state and is billed as a beautiful country drive. It wasn't. It was completely boring, but the traffic was light and we saw some early fall colors. If you have any suggestions on scenic routes through this area, please leave me a comment. Also, let me know if you agree or disagree with my judgment of this area. To spice up the ride, we headed north to Breeze Point to meet the National Scenic Byway. In this part of New York, the road is neither scenic nor a byway. LOL. Northern New York is as boring as the Ontario side of the lake.
Dragged from the shadows of my mind, like seeing ghosts.
In the early evening, we reached our destination, the Oneida Shores Campground. There, Spike was waiting for us. He'd ridden down from Montreal and arrived at a near-empty campground an hour before us. This campground is right on the water, but I've been spoiled recently by amazing camping, so it just seemed okay. Check out the link in the video or in the description to see my favorite campsite of the year. Once we had set up, we got a nice fire going and we ate our boil-in-the-bag dinners and had a great evening. I had the Backpacker Pantry Pad Thai, and I'm not embarrassed to say it's one of my favorite pad thais. I love you all. Good night from upstate New York. Go forth with an open mind and most importantly an open heart. And remember, self-care is not selfish.
It's the wrong turns that lead me down this